What's up, y'all? It's Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. And today we're going to be talking about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And yeah, we're just going to call this episode
Boo, 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 motherfucking who.
Like, comment, and subscribe, please. I see y'all watching, and I appreciate it. And let's start the video.
Let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flaming lips. You wanna play with me? You can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, won it, securing the bag.
And so it's the day after everything happened that night with the pointing, and all the girls are just getting ready with their glam. And you see Crystal basically with no glam. She's just doing her makeup in the mirror. And low key, she really doesn't even need glam because she looks beautiful without. Like her makeup compared to all the other girls' makeup, she still looks up to that level. Like Crystal is a beautiful woman, so I mean she's fine. And face, skin, body. So the girls are getting breakfast, and Dorit talks about, like, you know, I'm not getting enough sleep, my anxiety. Like I told you, the storyline.
Next.
Basically, Dorit just needs to go home. Like, if you really feel like this, and you feel like, oh my God, I'm just so anxious, and I told Bubba that he's gonna be done. Just go home. If you really feel that way, and you really feel like this is really messing with your mental health, just go home, like you said. But she's not gonna do that. We know she's not gonna do that because
she gonna miss the coin. She gonna miss that coin.
She's not gonna do that. So Erica talks about that she's on antidepressants and she's on some dick too. Garcelle was like, how can we tell which is which? When do we know that you're on the antidepressants, and when do we know that you're not on the antidepressants? And Erica was just like, yeah, there's clear signs. I'm really grumpy. And then Garcelle talking about, so bully.
Ooh, is that shade?
And I thought Erica was gonna get mad, but Erica was like, no, you know, like sometimes you need to be a bully. Sometimes you need to blah blah blah. And we already know that she's basically referring to Sutton. All last season, Erica gave Sutton the works, and Sutton was relentless in the questions, and I'm not mad at it either. And Erica's talking about, yeah, you know, because they brought up how Sutton wants to take the LSAT, and Erica was like, well, you know, if you need any practice, Tom, he used to grade the bar exam. He used to grade part of the bar exam. And I'm like,
that's suspicious.
The man that stole millions of dollars from burn victims, embezzled money for years and years and years, but is a exam
girl, what? Okay. Whatever. I mean, stole millions, but allegedly. Erica and Sutton seems to be in a good place. Like, it's weird how their interaction is. So, like last year, Erica really couldn't stand the ground that Sutton walked on, but this year it seems like she's very much, how can you say, like, if anybody goes against Sutton, she's right on it. Like, it doesn't matter who it is, she gonna be on it. And we see that towards the end of the episode, like Erica is just like relentlessly going in on Sutton, and at that point it's just like I said with Garcelle, it's really not even your business or your place to even bring it up. So just stay in your lane, let the people that have conflict have their conflict, and you just sit back and look good. Like, okay. So the girls go on the beach, and like Kyle gets in the water and she's falling over, just like, oh, someone touched me. And you want to talk about Crystal being dramatic. Okay. Okay. And it was funny. I thought this was funny for myself just because the surf instructor's name was Jerry, and that was one of my ex's name. Yeah. Oh, Erica, Diana, and Crystal, and Lisa, they're all doing the surfing. And the instructor, he's like, okay, this is how you do it. You can just do this, that's it. Simple. And I've surfed before. Surfing is not simple. It's not easy. The shit is hard. So when I see them falling, it's funny, but I'm over here just like, that shit is hard, and I'm very athletic. Like, so Garcelle, Sutton, Kyle, and Dorit, they're all going to Mita. I think that's the name of it. Mita. If that's the name of it, I mean, it sounds cute when I say it, but you know, Mita. It's basically for retail shit, therapy, and cocktails. So Kyle and Dorit bring up Crystal to Sutton. Sutton says that her and Crystal are at ground zero, which it's still weird because she's like, I like her, But I'm like, Sutton, it seems kind of fake because it's like y'all constantly are having problems. And for you to be like, well, we're at ground zero, it do seem like you don't want to have conflict with her. I don't think Sutton is scared of her. But like I said before, Crystal was getting in her ass for 10 episodes last season. Like, I don't think Sutton really wants to go back there. Nor do I think Sutton wants to be the topic of conversation. Like last year, it was literally Sutton and Erica. I don't think Sutton wants it to be about her, but unfortunately she's awkward and kind of weird, so she's gonna make it about her. So Erica, they segue over to the beach, and Erica brings up Sutton to Crystal. Crystal starts crying out of fucking nowhere, and she's crying about not wanting conflict. Like, I don't want conflict, and I'm just like, girl,
You full of That's what you are. You full of
I get you don't want conflict, but you came on the wrong show. This is not Bible Sister Wives. Like, this is not that type of fucking show. This is not what it is. You knew what you're signing up for. You signed the paper for that check.
I want my 20%, bitch.
For all of that. So you already knew what it was. So for you to be like, I don't want conflict. I don't want... You knew what it was. Like, so in that regard, I don't give sympathy because it's like you knowingly knew what you signed up for. But I guess I can see where she's coming from. Erica told her that she needs to stand up for herself. Like I said last episode, like, you need to grow a pair of balls and take a page out of Candace's book. Like, I don't know how many times I'm going to say it. Get them bitches off of you, but you don't. She just sit there and smile and just like, okay, and do that little soft voice and just like, girl, like, bitches like that is just like my boss. Like, girls like that I don't respect. It's just like, you want to play the victim in every situation instead of saying, you know what, I have responsibility for this. This is what I did. I'm going to own it. Cool. But you're going to not talk like this. But she let Sutton talk to her crazy. And we're going to talk about it, okay? So all the girls come console Crystal. Crystal's over here just boo fucking hooing. Just and she's going in. And I'm just like, it really is not that deep. Maybe she's thinking of the edit, how the editor's going, or how the public's going to react. I don't know what the fuck she's thinking, because she's not saying how she's thinking. But Diana said that Crystal need to grow a pair of balls, like I said. Kyle asked Sutton, is she scared of Crystal? Like, which is why she's forgiving her so fast. And I don't think Sutton's scared of her. But, I mean, Sutton said that, I'm not scared of none of them. Now, do I think that Sutton was scared of Erica? Hell yes. When Erica said that,
or what? Seriously, or what?
I got her ass up and said, I'm getting insecurity. She was scared. Like I said, I don't think Sutton is scared now, but then before, yes, okay, cool. I already said that. Kyle said that Crystal is manipulative. I didn't see it. Like, during the season, like during these episodes, I don't see Crystal being manipulative. Where I did see Crystal be manipulative was on Watch What Happens Live.
Crystal, do you think Sutton's pool story was problematic?
When she was on Watch What Happens Live and they asked a question about the comment.
We're not really wanting to share with the group and came out.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when she was like, that question wasn't dark, but there was another one.
That story was not problematic.
There's another story.
Look.
What?
I'm just like, girl, we could have just ended it right here, but now you're just alluding to, like, so what are you trying to do? You apologize on the show for, but then now you're alluding to something else. Like, basically, you're trying to say she's racist. Okay, but you're not saying what she said. So at the end of the day,
I don't really give a fuck at this point
about this comment. So Lisa brings up the fact that Crystal talked to her about the fallout that Crystal had with 14 members of her friend group. So she had a 15-member friend group, including herself, and the rest of the 14 members basically fell out with her. And at that point, bitch,
it's you.
I don't know. I had plenty of friend groups where we fall out with other people and just like, or a group of us like stop talking to a group of, like, you know, like that. I don't think that if the majority of the group and you're the only one that gets pushed out, 9 times out of 10, if it's not like maybe a sorority thing, but if it's like, bitch, it's you. I'm sorry. It's you. Erica said calling me a liar is one of the worst things you could ever do. And then I'm just like, production, yeah, roll the flashback.
He crashed into a wall. Had a head injury and he broke his shoulder, snapped his ankle, and then broke his clavicle. What did he drove off a cliff. What?
It snows in Pasadena. Your husband flew off a cliff and snapped his neck, but then they did surgery on his foot. They didn't put $250 million in your LLC. Girl, can we talk about lies? Allegedly? Like, come on. Like, I'm so over this bullshit. So Erica and Crystal walks to the bar, and Crystal's still sobbing. I know it's probably been a span of 5 hours. I'm like, girl, I don't know how Miss O Sutton is over here got the girls that's bothered. So she's in her confessional. She was like, I definitely think that Erica is only defending me because she hates Sutton, but she does respect and like the advice she's giving her, which I can definitely see that. We all know that Erica despises the ground that Sutton walks on. So Crystal said that she is an easy target. But I'm over here just like, I mean, I don't know who this girl is. This Crystal that I'm seeing on my TV screen, I don't know who the fuck this girl is. Because last year she came in, she was bubbly, she was confident, she was over here outspoken, she said what she had to say, she was living out loud, didn't care about what these girls was thinking, she spoke her mind. But this year it's just like she's so, she has like been like so quiet, recluse. And I'm just like, what changed? And I know we know that she did get a lot of death threats from fans, because you already know Bravo fans are very much fucking crazy. I do like that Erica's being blunt and she's being straightforward with her, because at this point somebody needs to be, because I just don't like the victim shit where somebody's just like, oh, poor me. It's like, bitch, you can't act like you're not a part of this situation. So the girl's getting ready for dinner. Kyle, she's over here FaceTiming with Crystal. She's FaceTiming with Lisa and Erica, and they're all talking about how Crystal's sobbing and this, that, and the third. Like she's doing the Kim Kardashian sob, right? So the girls all come down for the dinner. The best dressed to me was Erica.
Oh, she's taking it.
Erica looked fly. Her hair was fly. The sunglasses was fly. I thought Erica was fab. Everything about it, loved it. I'm not gonna say the word stress, but what I would say is Garcelle did look nice, but that red lip was a no. It was a no. I didn't like it. So we found out that Diana has actually wrote a book. Lisa brought up like, Diana, talk to us about the book. And they said about 2-3 times, and Diana was like, I could have sworn we had that conversation already. And they showed a flashback of them having a conversation, and the girls are just like confused, and then they do a sidebar like, maybe she don't want to talk about her book. So there's actually a scandal around her book. So her book started rumors about different celebrities like Robert Downey Jr., Iron Man, and production asked her like, do you sex traffic? Are you a madam? Ciao. I might have to buy this book, and the book is called Room 23. I might have to buy it. So what's going on, Dana? What you been doing? Kyle kicks it off, right? Kyle was like, so what do y'all talk about after surfing? Like, I'll always be kicking it off and then wonder why shit happens, right? Erica's like, well, we talked about what happened last night. And then Garcelle's like, what happened last night? Sutton says, Erica said that we talked about how Sutton called Crystal a liar, and Crystal didn't respond like she wanted her to respond. Sutton is ignoring Erica like, girl, here she go. If Crystal's not going to say what it is and just sit there awkward and just trying to be like so timid and demure, then somebody need to say it, because I'm over this whole storyline. Like, girl, you really want to be that girl? Like,
oh my god, I'm so timid.
You're not that girl. Erica brings it up. Erica bring up like, so Sutton, why did you bring up the situation about the 14 member friend group that dropped Crystal? They knew she was the fucking problem. Crystal was like, so how did you know this? Sutton's like, it's the same thing you're doing right now in this friend group. Crystal was like, but you heard it from someone else. Hearsay, gossip. Sutton brings up the fact that the other people at the table know it too. And Lisa's like, yeah, I heard it. And Kyle says she heard it too. Erica is like, well, who told you? Sutton said there are people sitting, they're not sitting here. So while she's over here saying that, you know, the people that said it aren't here, so I'm not going to bring it up. Erica was like, so why did you bring it up? Ciao. This is so funny because literally on that FaceTime call with Kyle, these bitches was talking about, yeah, I don't remember what she said. Yeah, I cannot recall what Crystal was talking about, our conversation. I have no idea. I don't know. Now all of a sudden, not only are they speaking for Crystal, they're saying word for word, verbatim, like it's a motherfucking script or dialogue, everything that this bitch said. And I'm just like, okay, so we did remember. Got it. While Crystal was talking about, I don't feel like enough, and I feel like an easy target. How is that Sutton's problem? She didn't make you do that. She didn't put you in that position. You opened your mouth about a situation and trying to allude to the fact that this woman was racist, and then trying to use Garcelle to co-sign with you. It's not going to work. No, ma'am. Garcelle told Crystal, like, you need to speak up for yourself. Because during this dinner, Erica and Lisa has been talking for her the whole time. Like I said, Sutton said, if you keep attacking my character, why'd I yell when I heard this right?
When you keep attacking my character,
you're gonna attack my character, which is untrue.
So Sutton stops. I think she realized, like, okay. So Sutton apologized. She said, look, I apologize for that, bringing up that rumor, because it was a rumor, but I don't apologize for basically, like, saying that you were trying to tarnish my character, whatever. So Sutton's like, tell me that you're going to stop this repeated behavior now. And Lisa's making faces like, and I was really making faces too, because this is where I don't agree with Sutton, because the tone that she's talking in was a very pointed tone.
Yes, I just said it, yes. I know, but you need to say it out loud so everyone can hear. You're not going to do that to me again.
And I don't think, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I don't think Sutton has any kids sitting at that table that are her kids. So the way she's talking to Crystal, I think Crystal's a better woman than anybody can be, because you're not talking to me like I'm a child. I'm going to do what I want to do when I want to do it. So if I'm going to apologize to you or take accountability, I can do that. But while Crystal's trying to talk and take accountability, Sutton's like, tell me. And Crystal's like, well, you know, I apologize. She's like, tell me. And I'm like, girl, now you're pissing me off, because it's like, give her a chance to even defend herself and apologize like she did. So Erica starts to talk and be like, give her opportunity to talk. So before Erica really could finish her sentence, Garcelle was like, she said,
Erica, stop, because you're bugging the fucking shit out of me.
She was like, you keep getting in the middle of that stuff. Why? Really monotone, fast. Why shouldn't it be? Why? Crystal brings up the last night how she was like, after they both apologized, Crystal was like, well, you know, you did say that you hated me, but you like me. And I don't know why that triggered Sutton, but Sutton was like,
I did not say that.
You know, she did the pointing thing. And Diana was like, I'm sorry, you did say that last night. So I really felt this was just misdirected anger. It wasn't really anything towards Diana. She was just trying to, you know, keep the peace. But production shows a flashback, and Sutton, you did say that. I do think she said it in jest, but still. And Sutton keeps saying, I'm a good person. I don't think anybody's saying that you're a bad person. It's just like, girl, like, she keeps saying that. And I don't know why that's rubbing me wrong, but it kind of is rubbing me wrong. And Diana's like, okay, I mean, I didn't say you weren't a bad person. And Sutton keeps saying, let me finish, and pointing her finger in her face. Now, if Diana would have snapped her finger like how Marlo snatched that fan out of Portia's hand, now she'd been wrong, right? Okay. Now, Erica told her, like, girl, hold on. Like, you really bugging. Sutton gets up, and I don't need the notes for this. This is the end. Sutton gets up, and she's over here flipping the fuck out. She's in Sutton's in the bathroom over here losing her fucking mind. She's like, you're not about to call me. I just need a minute. I need time. And Kyle's just like, girl, calm the fuck down. It's not that deep. It's not that serious. Last night was more serious than this. Like, calm down. Sutton's really losing her fucking mind. She cannot control herself, cannot control her temper. And she said, I just need a minute. So she finally comes back to the table. And we come back to the table. We see now Diana's crying. I don't want to say anything about crying because crying is not a sign of weakness, and I feel like a lot of people try to get on Candace for crying, but I don't feel like crying is a sign of weakness at all. But what I do think it is when people cry out of situations that is like it's not that deep. So I don't know what's going on. Kyle starts to, after Diana, Crystal get up to go to the bathroom. Kyle has her words to say that Crystal's manipulative and she is trying to be a victim and it's not going to work in this group. Like, she's not that girl. Like, at the end of the day, just like, she really wants to be seen as that victim. And Kyle really had a lot of choice words, but she didn't say none of that to Crystal's face because Erica gave her the heads up. She was like, well, I'm gonna let you know that they're on their way back to the table, so you need to stop talking because I know you don't want to say it to her face or say anything said out loud. So she stops talking and immediately changed the conversation. She's like, yeah, we all just gotta get back on one accord. I'm like, this fake ass shit. And I'm Garcelle. Garcelle's just like, girl, I can't. And at the end of the day, like, Sutton apologized to Diana. Diana to accept the apology. We know it's not going to last. Diana probably is over Sutton. Child, it's the same old bullshit. I'm here for it though. This season gonna look good. At the end of the day, that's the video, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Do you agree that Crystal's manipulative? I didn't think she was until Watch What Happens Live. That's what really clocked it in for me. But let me know what your thoughts. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
What did you drove off a cliff?